Stop right now. Don't scroll. Stay here. This message did not come to you randomly. God says, I timed this moment for you. Bain Raho till the end. What you hear today is not just words, it is alignment. You have been strong longer than anyone realizes. You carried responsibilities quietly. You held faith silently. You survived things you never talk about. And God says today, I saw everything. Every silent prayer. Every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed. Every time you said, I'll try one more day. Stay with me. Don't move. God says, my child, I never ignored your pain. I never overlooked your patience. You thought nothing was happening, but heaven was working quietly. What looked like delay on earth was development in the spirit. And now God says, the time is finally here. Listen slowly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not disqualified. God says, you arrived exactly when you were supposed to. Your path was never meant to look like others. Your growth was never meant to be fast, it was meant to be deep. That depth will now protect you. There were days you asked, why do I have to go through this? God answers, because what I'm trusting you with is heavy. Light preparation cannot carry heavy purpose. That's why you were stretched. That's why you were tested. That's why you were refined. But you made it. Stay till the end. This next part is important. God says, I am rearranging what no longer fits your future. Some doors closed suddenly. Some people disappeared quietly. Some plans fell apart unexpectedly. Not because you failed, but because I was protecting you. What left had an expiration date. God says, you are not forgotten. Even when you felt unseen, your name was spoken in heaven. Your prayers didn't echo into emptiness. They landed exactly where they needed to. Your answer didn't come fast, because it was coming right. You felt pressure, but God says, pressure didn't destroy you, it developed you. What could have crushed you actually shaped you. Now you stand stronger, calmer, wiser. You are no longer who you were before. God says, stop doubting yourself. That hesitation is not humility. It's fear trying to return. You already survived, proof of strength. Trust what I built inside you when no one was watching. Listen, God says, I am opening a new path, not a rushed path, not a confusing path, a clear path, a protected path. You won't need to force this one. Just walk. What you lost will not define you. God says, what you lost trained you. It taught discernment. It taught boundaries. It taught wisdom. You didn't lose value. You gained vision. Hear this carefully. God says, this is your turn, not because others failed, but because you stayed faithful. No comparison, no competition. Your season is personal, and it is active now. Take a slow breath. God says, I am restoring your inner peace. The constant tension will loosen. The heavy thoughts will quiet down. You will feel joy again. Not loud, but steady. That kind of joy lasts. You are stronger now. God says, you handled storms you once feared. You prayed for strength, and strength came disguised as endurance. Now you can carry more, without breaking. Trust my timing. God says, I never arrive late. What comes next will not confuse you. It will confirm you. Peace will be your signal. Even when you don't see movement, God says, I am working in silence. Silence does not mean absence. Roots grow in silence. Foundations are built quietly, and foundations last. Let go of fear. God says, fear kept you cautious. Faith will move you forward. You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the next step. I am holding the rest. You are not alone. God says, I stood with you in every dark season. When you felt isolated, you were actually being protected. Some battles are won in privacy. Expect good news. God says, what you prayed for is closer than it feels. The shift has already begun. You will notice it gently. A conversation, an opportunity, a calm certainty. Your faith is being rewarded. God says, I saw you choose patience over anger. I saw you choose kindness over bitterness. Nothing went unnoticed. Nothing went unpaid. Step into the new chapter. God says, stop reopening old wounds. You don't live there anymore. The next chapter will feel lighter, clearer, more stable. Your waiting was not in vain. God says, every waiting season upgraded you. Now you won't accept what drains you. You won't chase what confuses you. You know better. I am aligning the right people. God says, the ones who stay now will understand your growth. No more forced connections. No more draining explanations. Peace will choose the people. You are safe with me. God says, no weapon formed against your future will last. What tried to break you will not define you. You are covered. Your purpose is becoming clear. God says, the fog is lifting. One step will lead to another. Clarity comes while moving. Stop looking back. God says, the past cannot hold you anymore. What's ahead needs your focus, not your regret. I am strengthening your heart. God says, you are healing in layers. This healing is not temporary. It is deep. It is permanent. What's coming will feel different. God says, this time it will not come with chaos. It will come with calm confidence. That's how you'll know it's from me. You are walking in favor. God says, what belongs to you will not require struggle. Doors will open naturally. Paths will align smoothly. Your faith made a way. God says, when logic ended, faith continued. That faith moved things you couldn't see. Now you'll see the results. Listen carefully now. God says, this is your moment. Preparation has met purpose. Waiting has met fulfillment. Everything you survived was training for now. I am changing your direction. God says, you outgrew what once fit. Trust the redirection. Elevation often looks like change. Your silent growth impressed heaven. God says, you didn't need applause to evolve. What grows quietly lasts longer. I am breaking old cycles. God says, what kept repeating ends here. You are stepping into freedom. With awareness, you will see results. God says, roots are deep. Fruit is coming. It will be worth the wait. I am replacing heaviness with peace. God says, you will wake up lighter. Not everything fixed, but everything manageable. Stop shrinking yourself. God says, you were never meant to play small. Stand fully. Speak gently, but confidently. What's coming will be stable. God says, you are safe to build now. No rush. No fear. I am honoring your faith. God says, you trusted me when nothing made sense. That trust opened doors. Your story will help other. God say, what you survived will become strength for someone else. Your life will speak hope.